Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo! What's going on, people? It is another day of another day of another day. It is officially, Wednesday, hump day. Okay. I hope all is well. I just want to tell you I love you. I know some of us never hear it for anyone, and people always seem to forget to tell people that they love you. So I'm letting you know I love you, and you've heard it today. So if you didn't hear it nowhere else, or you haven't heard it in weeks, or if you haven't heard it in a long time, now you heard it from me. Anyway, what's going on, people? And thank you all new people and stuff like that. Anyway, I want to talk about the government. The government right about now has shut down. Okay, we're into like a few weeks, a few days into it, and almost into a whole week, or almost into 2 weeks. The sad part about it is you have to understand this. This is how I see it. Okay, we got the Obamacare and stuff like that, and we're talking about, for insurance and stuff like that. For me, I'm all for Obama, but for some reason, I feel like this before we do Obamacare and for us insurance and stuff like that, I feel as though we really need to have people back on their feet working inside of offices or whatever kind of work that they do. The simple fact of the matter is that people are not working. People don't have jobs, so people don't have anything to really you know, um, pay these prices for insurance. And the simple fact of the matter is that if you don't have nothing, how can you give anything? And the simple fact of the matter, excuse me, the government has shut down and stuff like that, and that's not making it even better. You have to understand right about now, the reason why the president was put inside the office was the simple fact of the matter was we need to try to turn the economy over to try to make it better to get more jobs for people so people could get back to work. There are millions of people that's out of work, and the simple fact of the matter is that they keep saying that the jobs are picking up. They're not picking up. The recession is going we're into a very deep depression, and the simple fact of the matter is that everybody's trying to make it seem like it's moving forward. That's the people that's working, but there are so many people that are not working, and people are getting treated like shit because they got to do 10 jobs for one person, and the salary be like under $10, and they're basically just dogging people, and they're treating people with abusive ways because they know that the economy is so messed up that they can get about anybody just to try to make a living. The simple fact of the matter. Now, the sad part about this is the way I see it is, you have to understand, the government is shut down. They're not giving food stamps. They're not taking new cases and stuff like that. That's the welfare in the state and stuff like that. Welfare people, stuff like that. People that are on welfare, the simple fact of the matter, many of them are not there because they want to be. Some of them are there because they, have other reasons beyond. Some people shouldn't be. The simple fact of the matter, we're not going to focus on the one who should be, the ones who's on the drug. But we have certain people that are on welfare, the simple fact of the matter, they can't find jobs, stuff like that. Okay, that being said, you have to understand, this is what's going to happen. The president is not budging. The government is not budging. You're basically telling people you cut them off. You're not giving them no money. You're not going to help the people. What's going to happen is everybody who leaves out their house will soon be robbed. People who on their way to work will now become victims. People who will sit up there that they will go to the mall so that everything about you right about now is a victim in the waiting. So, the sad part about it, that crime is going to increase. Because basically what you're telling people is that you got to survive the best way you can. And when you tell people that to survive the best way they can, it's going to be by any means necessary. And if it's to take somebody's life to save their own and their own family, they're going to do it. They're going to say, well, you know what, I feel really sad and stuff like that for the person I did, but I had to do what I did for my family. And the simple fact of the matter is that when does this become about the people? This is all about stuff that's not helping the people. These people were put inside an office and stuff like that and sworn and stuff like that for to help the people. When it became all about them and not about the people, people are suffering. There are people out here that do not have jobs. There are people out there suffering. There are people that are being put out on the street as this video is being taped. There are people outside that are crying. There are people outside that are homeless. There are people outside that are hungry. And the simple fact of the matter is that I guess if it's not you, you really don't care. And it's really sad to just close our eyes to this and what's actually going on. The government needs to really try to find another way, but taking the money out of the people that are out here suffering and stuff like that is just not the way to go. There are homeless people. It is just crazy on belief. And I just wanted to speak on that. I just wanted to get that out the way. I feel really sad about that. And, and that's because, well, people are abusing the system and stuff like that, but people are going to do what they're going to do anyway. But we can't let the good people always get caught up in the bad people's stuff. You know, just like I always said, locks are made to keep good people out because a bad person is coming in. And you need to keep that in mind. If the things keep going away, you're going to see more robberies. You're going to see more bodegas. You're going to see a lot more stuff that's going to happen if they don't stop lift this thing up. And that's the realism of the real. You know, and the simple fact of the matter is that we really need to get a grip of what's going on in this world and stuff like that. And stop getting off our houses because the government has got money already. They don't really care. You know, the simple fact of the matter, they're going to go home, they're going to drive, this chauffeur's going to pick them up. But what about the small people that you're there for, you're supposed to be helping? How can you be helping? Okay, we'll just say this as an example. If you have a baby, and your baby is crying because they're hungry, how can you feed this baby if you don't even get up and go do it? And the simple fact of the matter is that you need to try to feed and try to help these people out because you're sitting up there saying, we don't even care, we're looking out for us, and you're looking down at them. And I have a problem with that. But anyway, who am I? People probably don't care. Some people are going to say, you know, but they don't really care because simple fact of the matter, but we really need to look at this. Oh, that's the end of that. Now, Kris Jenner and Jenner news, Bruce Jenner, they're splitting apart. So imagine that. You know, they always say these reality shows and stuff like that, it doesn't really work. But simple fact of the matter is money is the greed of all everything. And Kris Jenner is, you know, she's a beautiful woman, but she reminds me very much of Kim Kardashian. And, you know, it's by any means necessary. And I love Kim and stuff like that. And, you know, because I love a girl who could take a couple of minutes and turn it into a enterprise. And even though you're going to get hate and stuff like that, but how many people out there can honestly wish that the person that they fucked, that they turned into an enterprise and live in a motherfucking mansion? That's some high power motherfucking sex. Oh, there it is. You know, it's just all the way across the board. Oh my goodness. And then Khloe Kardashian, she's going on with Lamar. Oh, Lamar has sprung out on drugs allegedly and stuff like that, and everything is just going to the left. But I have to say, Lamar Odom, you is fine, honey. You know, you can just always come on over here. I don't do crack and drugs, honey, but I sure hell like to sit there and just look at your big ass. Wow, honey, it's fine. I don't want to make a mess of the marriage, honey. You and Khloe, because I like Khloe. Khloe's a doll baby. I like her because, unlike her, just like her, she's different. So I would never disrespect her trying to sleep with her man. But he is good to look at. But anyway. So, what else I want to talk about? I want to talk in reference to, Wendy Williams or Chris Brown. Her and Perez Hilton got up on her talk show and stuff like that, and they started battering at Chris Brown and stuff like that. How much, you know, Chris Brown said he was 8 years old when he lost his virginity. You know, and the simple fact of the matter is that when it comes to him and stuff like that, I'm not going to go against him. You know, I understand the Rihanna incident and stuff like that, you know, and how long can you make somebody pay for something? I guess y'all going to make him pay for the rest of their life. Y'all found one little thing and y'all just try to destroy somebody. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Rihanna forgave him. She went back with him and they done did the do and laid in the bed and everything else. So why the fuck should we care? If she don't have a problem with it, I don't feel as though we should either. At the end of the day, you know, if they move forward and it's really none of our business, but I understand how the world is, you know. It's just like being who I am. But at the end of the day, you're really not a woman, but neither are you. But I know what I am. At the end of the day, I know what I do and I know how I live. You know, and I'm not perfect and I don't try to pretend to be perfect and stuff like that. But I really think that people inside of glass houses shouldn't throw stones and stuff like that. And, you know, it is what it is. Anyway. I just wanted to talk about that. How do you feel about this government shutdown and stuff like that? I just think it's really messed up, and I'm not going to make this video long. Oh, it's just a mess. Oh, and by the way, what is up with all these fucking men that's coming on talking about that they want you to be a top and you're just at the bottom? You know, if you want to be a little ladybug, honey, you need to go over there to, why don't you just go over there to the regular guys and stuff like that. You buy them a little wig. Instead of you coming through the door with some liquor and whatever drugs that you use, drug of choice, whatever, I'm not going to knock whatever you do. Why don't you buy your little man boy a little wig, honey, since you like transsexuals so much. This way he won't have no hormones, no estrogen shots, no nothing inside his body. You can get the hard fuck that you want. He can have on a fucking wig. You throw him a couple of dollars, ask him what he's doing you a favor. Because reality is you just a punk, and I'm not gonna knock what you like, into. But simple fact, don't come to me asking me to get on top of you and fuck you in your butt, because that is not what I'm into. Without payment. Oh, I know you're like, oh, that bitch said she going to, yes. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. And you want me to get it up, honey. In order to get it up, it claps loud about 100. 100. Anyway, it is what it is. And simple fact of the matter is everybody wants to get up on top of somebody and do something nasty. But nobody, when you start talking about money, motherfuckers start going, oh, you one of those. Yes. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, you don't give a fuck about me. You don't care about me. You just playing this role on me to see how far you can get with me before I catch you on. And I'm not the one. And I be trying to hip you other girls and stuff like that. You get your money, motherfucker can get out. And there it is. I'm not condoning prostitution, but however, I am condoning being paid. Because when you go to a job, you get paid to go to work. Anyway, that being said, hello all new people, bam. Hello all old people, boom. And I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. You like my orange jacket? I got it for $10 too. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck them.